how my passions impact the world. Today, I would like to share with you my passion, a passion that I'm convinced will not just impact the world, but will forever change it. My passion is rebellion against complacency. Now, rebellion is a word that often comes with negative connotations, and with good reason. But today, we will see how rebellion can be a good thing, and how moving my standards from acceptable to exceptional has not just transformed my life, but will allow me to change and impact the world. Today, we will see why I have chosen to rebel against complacency, how I am rebelling against complacency, and finally, how this passion will allow me to impact the world. We will begin with why rebel against complacency, but first, let's define complacency. According to Webster's dictionary, complacency is a feeling of being satisfied with how things are and not wanting or caring to try and make them better. In other words, it's satisfaction with average or good enough. And our 21st century culture is dominated by this kind of thinking. You see, the problem with complacency is that it keeps people from reaching their full potential. It's satisfaction with average rather than pushing for best. And as a result, we end up wasting some of the best years of our lives, never reaching what we are capable of, because we never attempt things that would stretch and grow us. I have come to realize that if I am to truly impact the world, then I must challenge myself to raise the bar and move my standards from acceptable to exceptional. Secondly, let's examine how I'm combating complacency in my own life. I've developed a two-part system for combating my own complacent tendencies. The first is the intentional paradigm shift from acceptable to exceptional. In other words, it's moving my standards from simply good enough to as good as they can possibly be. It's striving for excellence, even in the little things. One of the ways that I'm putting this belief into practice is by developing mentoring relationships with older and wiser men who encourage me to grow and challenge me not to settle for less than I am capable of. Conversely, I'm also taking the time to do the same for those who are younger than me. And now, rather than viewing others as unimportant, I take the time to help underclassmen with homework, encourage the young players on my baseball team, and strive to be the role model that I know the younger people look up to me for. The second part is determining to be the best I can be at whatever I do, no matter how important or trivial a task may seem. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "If a man is called to be a street sweeper, then he should sweep streets, even as Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of earth and heaven will pause to say, 'Here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well.'" I am determined that whatever the task I have been given, I will do it well. Whether it be my work, vocation, community service, academics, you name it, I will rise above and beyond expectations because I desire to be a man who gives his best. Lastly, let's examine two reasons why this passion will allow me to impact the world. First of all, a counter-complacent life allows me to achieve my full potential. The only limits to what I can accomplish are the limits which I place upon myself. Once these limits are removed, the possibilities become endless. My passion pushes me to strive for my best, removing these limits, allowing me to reach my full potential. Secondly, a counter-complacent life provides motivation and purpose. My passion gives me an enthusiasm for life. I can now view every task I've been given no longer as a job to simply complete, but as an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to grow. I'm intentional about combating complacency because I understand that ultimately, refusing to reach higher, try harder, and risk more robs me of purpose and future. So, how will I impact the world? I don't know that yet. But I do know this. I will impact the world. Not because of anything amazing about me, but because that is the result of rising above, of refusing to accept acceptable and instead reaching for exceptional. I know that when this is my passion, there is no limit to where I can build and explore and discover and learn and create. when I choose to give everything, my everything, then there's truly nothing that I cannot accomplish, nothing that I cannot do. I'm excited about the future, and I can't wait to see where my life will lead, because I know if this is my passion, I will truly change and impact this world.